Well, hello, back again, Budget Comics, with another budget video. As I said, I like to think of this maybe as like a collection builder, or maybe someone who's getting into collecting. These are books that are fairly affordable, that you can pick up and have and just kind of start a nice collection with. And I'm going to start off with the story of two books. These two books I got very cheap. Legends number 3 I got for like 75 cents. Alias I think I got for like $2. And these books have gained in popularity, and Legends going for like $20-$25. Alias I think around there too, maybe $25-$30. I thought I saw it get up into the 50s, but that might have been what people were asking for it. I don't think I saw that that's actually what it sold for. But that just goes to show you never know what might become a popular book. So if you're new into collecting and you think about, I enjoy reading certain titles, but I like to start, maybe getting some books that might have some value down the road. First appearances are always a great place to start, and just look at handbooks, look online, and maybe start with some of your favorite characters or whatever, and you can find a lot of okay first appearances fairly cheap. I was always a fan of Suicide Squad, the modern version, so that's why I got this. This is also the death of Blockbuster. Not that that's a big deal. But, as I said, first appearances are just a fun way to start collecting. And now I'm going to do something a little different here. And this is, these are books that aren't really that cheap, but I found an okay price that I think have some value going forward. The first is X-Men 104. I've paid more for this than I wanted to. The sticker says $24, and that's what I paid. It's in pretty good shape. This is a book I've just always wanted, and I've had trouble finding it for a good price, so I saw it at a comic book store, and I bought it. And there's not anything terribly significant about it, except two minor cameos. Christopher Summers, who becomes Khazar, and Chode, his partner, who helped form the Starjammers, the space pirates that show up in the X-Men books a good bit. Again, nothing really super significant. I mean, those are C+, B- characters. I just always liked Chode, and I've always wanted this book, so I finally got it. But Chode is a friend of Rocket Raccoon. And with his new series coming out, he might make an appearance and might factor into it. So, and again, this is just a book that's hard to find. So you see it for a good price, and it is in the first year run of the new X-Men. So it has some significance to it. It's just not super significant. So if you see it for under $20 in good shape, I pick it up because it goes on auction more than that. So you're going to make your money back. So, okay. Next is Iron Man 28, and this is the first appearance of Howard Stark, Tony Stark's father, in comics. And, of course, he's played some roles in some different movies, Marvel movies. And with the new Agent Peggy Carter series coming out, he might factor into that. I think this was $12 for a decent copy. So if you see it and it looks good and you see it for under $15, it really might hold some value later on. So worth getting. Next is Tales of Suspense 77. This is the first appearance of Peggy Carter in comics. Again, decent shape. I think this was $14. Who knows how the series will shape out. I don't know if there's been a pilot order. It's just in development. So if you see it for $15, it's probably worth picking up. I mean, she's been in some of the movies and she had that featurette. So worth looking into. The next book here is Star Wars Dark Empire 2, Issue 5. Again, I don't know a whole lot about this book per se because it's a gold variant, and it did cost me $12, but I couldn't find the regular anywhere. So, with that being said, I bought the gold variant. Whether it be worth that much more than the regular copy, I don't know. For $12, you kind of just have to hope for the best. But this is the first appearance of Jocen Solo, Han Solo's son, who will factor into the 7th movie if that movie's any good. This issue could become significant. This gold gold version's more rare than the other, it may be worth a good chunk of change. The next here is Ultimate Marvel Team Up issue 5. This is the first appearance of the Ultimate version Nick Fury, which ultimately becomes the movie version Nick Fury. This does not look like Samuel L. Jackson, however, where other future appearances in the Ultimate Marvel Universe, he does look like Samuel L. Jackson. Mike Alger did this, and as the art here, and as you could expect, his characters probably aren't going to look like movie stars. In this, Nick Fury has hair, but he is black, and it is the beginning of that character, and this is accepted by the handbooks as his first appearance. The next is Strike Force Mortuary number 1. This is a book that's gaining a little popularity because I think in Uncanny X-Force these characters show up, or this world shows up, and there's some legal battles between the creators of this and Marvel. The other part of this is that this was optioned at one time with Sci-Fi as a TV series. So if it does get back in the public eye, this could definitely heat up, and this was only like $1.30. So if you see it, you might as well pick it up and hold on to it. The next is Thor 426. This is the first appearance of Cold Blue, the NYPD special superpowers division. Not extremely significant, but if this if Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. takes off and ABC and Marvel thinks there's a possibility for another TV series, this might be where they go. The next is an undervalued book. This is Secret Wars number 1. And I still see this for $4 or $5, and it's really got an iconic cover, and it's just a huge event in the Marvel Universe, first appearance of the Beyonder. If you're helping someone start their collection or just looking for things to kind of add to it very cheaply, this is a neat book to have, cool book to have. And like I said, if you find it for $4 or $5, well worth picking up. The next book I have is Justice League 111. And this is the first appearance of Libra. And, 6-7 years ago, you couldn't even find this book. This is in great shape. I got this for $5, but you couldn't even find this book. It just shows things cool off. And maybe a character that was big will be big again. So if you see this, now the prices have kind of come down to earth on this issue, might as well pick it up and hold on to it. You don't know if it's going to come back. Next is my odd character alert. I love odd characters. Nothing really to say about this character other than he's odd. Howard the Duck, 15. First appearance of Dr. Bong. And as you see, he's up there with the big bell head, and he takes that clacker on his hand and bongs his head, and things happen. And he's just a very strange character. He actually showed up in Deadpool's first series, 10 years ago. Just fun character. If you like odd characters, like to collect odd characters, you gotta have Dr. Bong. Next is Marvel Team Up 15, and I highlighted Deadline number 2 was the first appearance of the second orb. This is the first appearance of the first orb. So I don't know how all this stuff works. I don't know how many orbs there are, but it was revealed he poisoned a very prominent role in Original Sin. So if you don't want to take any chance, I got this for $3. Buy this and then see what shakes out, because this is the first appearance of the concept of the character of the orb, and then kind of keep an eye out on what else might pop up. But this is definitely the first appearance of the very first orb. This is Wonder Woman 274. This is the first appearance of the second Cheetah, and I'll highlight the third Cheetah in another video. But you can find certain characters, their rogues galleries, especially modern enemies, don't go for a lot of money, and Cheetah plays a very prominent role in Wonder Woman. And like I said, this I picked up for a few bucks. Just if you want to just start collecting some different characters first appearance who might play a prominent role in series, well worth the pickup. The last book is just a creator book. This is Peter David's first pro work, X-Men 103, X-Men 103, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man 103. It's the first appearance of a minor character called Blaze, which I believe the Human Torch takes on as a secret identity. And anyway, but there's a minor first appearance here. But this is Peter David's first work. So if you're a fan of his or just like collecting creators and different things, a real cheap book, $2-3 to have. So that's all. Like if you like, but I'm going to do another one anyway. All right, bye.